How's it going, Sha?
Oh, you know what? Not bad. How are you?
Yeah. I'm good. I am I'm a little overworked right now, but it's all my fault.
Mm.
As you know, I had the little like quarantine time that I had to go through between like December and January.
Right.
So, my money was different, so I overly agreed to shit.
Right. Yes.
So like that's all hitting right now. Like I got like 4 weeks worth of work this week.
Yeah. Okay.
So yeah, I got like a lot of wild deadlines. Everybody's like, "Yo, you free? You ready?" And I am not. I am trying. I'm getting by.
Okay. It's tough. It is tough. How do you keep things organized?
I try to put everything in my phone, in the phone calendar. I think that's key. I think that it's the thing that I carry with me everywhere. So I feel like if it's not there, it's not happening. Mm-hmm. So I enter everything as soon as I hear about it there. I have a separate color calendar in the same calendar. Anytime I enter a show, it shows up as red.
Okay.
And then blue would be anything that's a family task, and then green is anything comedy related that's not live.
Gotcha.
So like a podcast shows up there if I have to do like writing or submit a packet. Mm-hmm. And then I used to have a fourth one that I'll bring back at some point where it's live shows that
people could go see.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Like you can buy tickets to this. This is a separate like barrier.
Right. The one that you like maybe put on your site or something. I had one of those and I haven't added anything to it yet, even though I've been doing some shows because I'm like, I don't know if I want to really encourage in that way yet. I don't know. It's a weird thing to I do because mine's, Google Calendar, but that's also the one that's on my phone. And so I'm trying to get better about entering it from my phone. Or making a note or something, writing it down. Either way, however I can capture it, and then I get in front of my laptop and then pull the whole thing up, and then I can see it all. That way, I just need to see it and add the different colors and all that kind of stuff. But I've been a little weirded out about adding the stuff because I used to have it automatically. If it was a show, I would click the other calendar that's for shows that shows up on my site, which, hasn't been updated in months. So, why are you going there? There ain't nothing there for you. But I ask because yesterday I watched this documentary on Netflix called The Tinder Swindler.
Yeah.
Right. So it's basically exactly what it sounds like. It's a guy who women have met on Tinder who basically takes them for money, allegedly takes them for their money. They got some proof, but that he was out there doing this and he was building on it. Right. So you're taking money from this lady so that you can take this other lady out. And then you're taking money from the other lady so that you can pay for the rent on the place that you have with the third lady and yada, 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 yada. And he's like big Willie style with it too. So he, says he's rich. And he's, just fancy cars and ridiculous clothing and stupid, overly expensive haircuts and that kind of thing. But I was just like, as the women are figuring this out, and one is like, oh, okay. So when I heard about this woman and I looked at my calendar, I realized the money that he was getting from her was paying for when he was meeting me at blah, blah, blah. And so I wonder who I was paying for and yada, yada. And I just think about anytime I hear or read stories about people who are taking like that.
Yeah.
I'm like, what is their spreadsheet game like? You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, to be organized.
You got to be real type A. Like, I think you got to be really organized to do this. And it reminds me of a guy that I dated who I had an inkling, but then just definitely figured out he was seeing another girl while seeing me. And unfortunately, I'm just not built that way. I mean, I don't know if it's old school to be a more monogamous person than not, but here I am, raised on rom-coms. This is how I am. And, you know, God bless you poly people, but nah, I don't think I can do it. And not without a discussion.
I just want to vote.
Yeah, you know. So, and this guy, so he, it turns out he was seeing someone else, and he was just like, he even said to me, "Hey, there's someone who might hit you up on Facebook or something and ask like how you know me." And I was like, "Oh, what's her name?" And he said, "What makes you think it was a woman?" And I'm like, "What dude gives a fuck how you know me?" Come on, bruh. Look, I was at least the smartest one on the turnip truck. Okay. And so I was just like, well, I mean, I'll answer her questions, you know, so I'm just letting you know that we are done. And he's like, what? No, I mean, it's probably some misunderstanding. And I'm like, that doesn't even make sense. And I don't fight with anyone who thinks that they are with whoever I'm seeing. Like, if there is a woman out there who thinks you're hers, you're hers. You're not mine. I ain't fighting for you. No, I have yet to come across anyone that I'm willing to fight for. I will help you pack. Get out. I'm done. Like, I'm talking to him and deleting all his stuff out of my phone at the same time. I'm just like, yeah, no, we're done. You know, take care. And then I find out the following day that it was quite a few women.
Wow.
And at that point, as all of that is coming out and I'm just finding out more and more, I was at first, you know, hurt, but then I just started laughing because I was like, I don't think he has it in him to organize like that. How was he doing it? How was he keeping track? You know? And, you know, when I'm doing that math, just like, oh, okay, so he was this and then that. And I'm just like, bro, he was, I knew he was a smart cookie. He was just using his power for evil. But like, how did he keep lists in his phone? How do you? And so I just think about that when you are evil, but have to use like Excel.
I know my boy Tooth was notoriously unfaithful.
I'm sorry, what was that name again?
Oh, Tooth. He we call him Tooth. He had an extra tooth growing up.
Gotcha.
We just call him Tooth.
Fantastic.
You know?
That's perfect. All right. Anyway, so Tooth did what now?
He was notoriously like, you know, multiple woman dude all the time. And like, I remember like talking to him, like, cause he never really had his shit together, you know, like, we're the same age and like, he always has like high school type jobs now.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, it's not wrong if like, you know, you starting over, like you it is what it is, but like he always is chronically starting over.
Right.
You know? And I've spoken to him about it. I was like, yo, it's not that you are bad at jobs or that you're not, you don't have potential. It's just that you're doing a job already. Like, you're managing all this other shit.
Exactly.
You know, you don't have the mental space to make executive decisions at work because you're making executive decisions at home.
You are an air traffic controller.
Yeah.
And that's a tough job and mentally draining. That's why, ladies, if your dude is always tired,
yeah,
and he's coming from simple places, but it
don't add up.
He just falls asleep, or he's just falling asleep in car. And he's not a hard worker. Like, what's
that's what I'm saying. I'm like, yo, my man. Like, I would talk to him. I was like, yo, why are we both the same stress level? And you tear tickets at the movie theater. You know what I mean? Like, it can't be, Tooth. You know, we got different lives. Yeah. You know, I know if that's what you did for 8 hours, I'm not saying it ain't hard standing and doing that.
Right.
I'm just saying that doing that shouldn't have you like drained.
Right.
you know, but you drained. Like I see you, we talk.
Yeah.
And like you out because you've been you doing mental gymnastics.
You juggling.
Over this other shit.
Your text history
insane.
It's just, man, they're gonna have to study some of these people who have multiple in a way, not, and again, I'm not knocking poly folks. Like, I guess if you guys have had the discussion and that's what you're doing, I guess that's what you're doing. I'm an old lady, not me, but whatever. So you have the discussion, there's the understanding and whatnot. But if you just an old school philanderer, your text.
Because it's different because you got to hide it. That's what I'm saying.
You got to hide it.
If you poly, it's just a big group chat. Yeah. I can still manage that. I got WhatsApp.
Right.
Be good, But like, if anything, poly would make it harder. You got to cheat. You got to hide it from 6 people.
Right. Exactly.
You know or out.
Honestly, you're supposed to be open. Right. Yeah, you're supposed to be open you're supposed to go, oh, I am seeing 2 other people or whatever. And then if you're down with that, you're just like, yeah, okay, great. I got one of my own, it should be so much of my understanding is it should be enough of your life that like, it's just understood and the stress shouldn't be there.
Right.
But if it's like, no, you don't, you got to remember I totally remember being on a date with this guy and he said something about himself. And I was like, oh, I didn't know that. And he was like, I told you that. And I'm like, no, you didn't. And he was like, yes, I did. I didn't tell you. And he tells me other stuff. And I was like, nah, bro. And he's like, I told you that on our first date. I was like, that must have been another first date. But it was not ours.
Yo.
You just you gotta keep notes. Okay, I told this one I was from here. I told this one about this thing and blah, blah, blah.
It's too much.
It's a lot.
I forget to tell Gabby shit as is.
Mm-hmm.
I don't need to have the hurdle of like, what I told some other chick and her is different. It's insanity.
Yeah.
Even not lying, just like you might not have had that convo yet.
Right.
And you had it elsewhere. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like you added hurdles as is just because of that. Like for example, we was talking about the calendar. I update Gabby on the calendar.
Mm-hmm.
What if I updated Gabby and I ain't update the other chick? Right. Like just like simple shit like that. Yep. Like, oh, I ain't tell Gabby that I had a dentist appointment because I told the other chick I had a dentist appointment. Now they both think I'm cheating when I really got a dentist appointment.
So
that's too much shit to think about.
Yeah, I'm just like, look, wait, I'm just saying if you think something is up, grab your partner's phone, go into the files. Like if they got Google Docs, go into their drive. Go into the drives. Don't just check the messages. Check the drives. See what the Google Sheets are telling you.
Mm-hmm.
See what the Excel spreadsheets are doing. The Word docs. Just check all the documents.
Low key, I think Google, when they first came out, I thought they should have advertised as the cheaters. Because they were perfectly set up for it, right? First, they had the Google Docs,
mm-hmm.
the sheets. They did it for free so you could separate,
mm-hmm.
right? They had the Google Voice. You could have a separate phone,
right?
Separate phone number that was free,
mm-hmm.
that went to your phone,
right?
But didn't look like it was going to your phone. It was perfect for cheaters.
Well, look,
you know what I mean?
I think the cheaters already went there because they probably got Gmails anyway because it was so simple. And at the time that Google was, starting out and trying to get folks, or at least was in beta, the email address to have that everyone had was AOL. Right. So if you could just go someplace and you're like, oh, it's free and I don't have to have a fucking CD or a CD-ROM to put it on my computer
mm-hmm.
or whatever. Yeah, let me go on and get a cheaters already. I mean, right now, cheaters are on Discord. You understand me? Like they aren't. Who's still using Google Docs? Like you got to go into all the apps. You got to go into all the apps.
I can't. But I was low key, like I was impressed with the dude.
Mm-hmm.
He created a system. I felt that was part of how he pulls it off.
Yeah.
He like tells almost the same story. He kind of approached it like stand up. He tried different stories before that. He was like, let me try this joke, see if this works. He did the babysitting thing with that first family. where he babysat their kid and said that, his parents needed money. He's like, all right, that's not, that doesn't give me enough, money. He kept flipping it and he landed on this rich dude boyfriend hustle, and then he just ran that play over and over again,
What was wild about that was that, that the women, I mean, he had a type, but also the women, like, they were a little bit, it was kind of broad in the money that they had.
Right.
You know what I mean? And I can't imagine someone saying to me, if I haven't already shown to them that I don't have it, I can't imagine someone asking me for
to get it.
$10, $15, $25,000. I'm like, what are you looking at that makes you think that I have that or that I have the ability to get that? Like, what have I done? Because I got to change my behavior if that's what you're picking up from me, because that is nowhere near the truth. So, like, to be someone, like, I don't understand why any of the women were just like, well, I guess I'll take out a loan. Bitch, stop. If you haven't taken out a loan for yourself or any of your dreams, why are you doing it for this dude? Like, I can't imagine anyone, I can't imagine a family member coming to me talking about, will you take out a loan? I'm like, see, that's why I don't talk to family.
If I ain't make you, don't talk to me about that kind of loan. And if I made you, it's a loan that I'm giving you because your health is involved.
Seriously.
That's the only time I would take it out. If you're asking me this, almost any time a loan and love is involved is a problem. No, those two 4-letter words don't
if
mix.
We are not like married or common law married or whatever it is, like,
and even that, it wouldn't be a loan then. Like, if I love you and you need money, I'm giving you money. Like, if you asking me for a loan, that means you've already used the money I could give you.
Right, and you want more.
Place. Yeah, we in a new convo. And like now, like, loan don't mix. I can't do it. Loan and love don't go together. And it's for all things, even like art. Like, if you investing in your art, if it's for the love, you fucking up. You know what I mean? It gotta be a business. You gotta treat it like a certain way. Once you put in money, do it for the love. But once you talk about money and you gotta get a loan, you fucking up. You know what I mean? The loans is bad. That shit don't work.
Yeah, I can't imagine. I wish somebody would. That's what I said. I wish somebody would ask me to get a loan for them.
I watched it with Gabby and, like, I enjoyed it, but the love that I had, like, I think I fell in love with Gabby again, watching her yell at these women on the sofa. She was so heated. It's like this whole documentary. She's in the sofa across. She's like, no. Why would she do that? No.
So I just couldn't even. I was already immediately was just like, when the woman was like, we met up I met him at the Four Seasons and I was a little nervous. I was like, that's honestly a garden variety flex. Meet me in the lobby of a fancy hotel is garden variety. Like, all right, buddy, like to see what you're okay, great. And then to be like, do you want to fly with me? Nah, bruh.
Yeah.
I'm not, no.
How do you get a yes to that?
How do you get a yes? No one is no, not at all. You asking for passport information? I wish it. Get out of here. No, I think we done.
Yeah, we raised different.
I'll catch you on your way back, but I don't get on a plane for you. I'm not getting on a plane.
I don't give passport information to people.
I'm not giving you pass. I just got it. I just got it. Why am I going to give it to you? Stop it. You going to mess me up from jump? I literally just signed the thing last night. I'm not going to.
Have you pretending to be me in Europe? No.
Yeah. That's not going to fly. I hadn't been anywhere yet. So stop it. It's unbelievable.
Oh, man.
Yeah, it was so wild. At some point, I actually dozed off on it because I was just like, oh, these women and their stupid choices, just calmly explaining it. And I just fell asleep and woke up and they were like, also another huge red flag. He kept talking about enemies, but no proper names. What's your enemy's name? Just enemies. Stop it.
Yeah, I was like, yo, who's after you? Like,
you don't have an organization. You don't have a nickname. You don't have initials. Just it's my enemies. That's who's doing it. No,
they don't got colors. Nothing.
Nothing.
Like,
no colors.
I ain't see nobody flag anywhere near the show.
Come on, get out of here.
Yo, but I thought what real talk is genius though, because he didn't owe money because none of it technically counted as stealing. It all counted as loans.
Yeah, no.
So like,
it's a very smart way to do it. It's just
horrible.
It's horrible, and I feel for. I mean, the one who was just friends with him.
Yeah, I honestly didn't care about her.
Yeah, I was just cool like, I mean, you just made some bad decisions. But the one who seemed to fall in love, it's rough. I understand wanting love. I too am lonely. I too would like a significant other, but I also don't have it. So
this documentary would have been way shorter.
So short. I mean, first off, you're gonna have to catch me in the 30 minutes that I'm on Tinder like quarterly anyway. So they're gonna have to wait a long time.
Oh man, that's beautiful.
You can get.
You want to get on this plane with me? I'm on the J train. This is my stop.
Yeah, like no, not
I'm
at
gonna
all.
show you my Metro card. Okay,
exactly. Like this is not how that's gonna go down. So. I'm okay with being alone with my small amount of ducats. But no. But
I spent the whole weekend too looking at these type of things because they had the inventing Anna thing.
Yeah,
too,
there's so much. There's so much. I have a tab that's been open of the Anna woman, something that she wrote because she's back in jail right now, waiting on some visa stuff, and she's written something, I forget for what magazine it is, and it is so long. It's so long. And it's so like weird and presumptuous and stuff. And I'm just like, ew. But now I'm also probably going to watch that show or whatever because I remember reading about, I was just like, oh yeah, I'm just going to get into like a hustler's like territory here. And I'm fine with, I'm totally in for watching that kind of thing. So I was like, let me start with the Tinder joint since that's just, 2 hours or so. And then we'll give it the series a little bit. But I was just like smacking my head at how stupid. I don't know. Maybe you're just, maybe the desire for love will supersede common sense, and it will. It absolutely will.
Right.
But not money. I think it depends on if you've grown up with money. Like I have done dumb things for affection. Not many of them involved money though.
Right.
I'm willing to make some leaps and bounds in logic, but once you're like, I'm gonna need $10,000, I'm like, I truly no.
That's a combo.
Yeah, that's not. It's a short combo. It's me going, nah, I ain't got it, bruh. So anyway, what do you want on your pizza? Like, that's it. Combo over.
I'll spring for the topping. Yeah, I got you.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, nah.
Yeah.
He wilding out there. But he back out there, though. He making money again, apparently.
I guess so.
He got a new girlfriend. He's consulting.
Yeah. I figured, though, that his, not his bodyguard, but the other guy, his business guy, that's the Excel spreadsheet guy. He's the one. Check his
Before
too.
you pick up, this is what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
This is the story we last left off for her.
Right, exactly. Oh, this was her story. And this is the one who pays for this woman. So that's how that works.
There you go.
Mm-hmm.
So you heard it there, okay? If you want to swindle women on Tinder, you make sure you get yourself a partner that knows Excel.
And,
work together.
Get a good project manager.
Yeah. Post it on LinkedIn. See who's interested in work with you.
Help you. Get an assistant. Pay them well.
That's it. Yeah. Get an intern.
Yeah.
Work it out. Start something together. Your LLC.
Right. Yeah, definitely. You don't want to run aground of the IRS when you out here running game on these bitches. You don't want to do that.
Oh man. That is the dating manual I want to see out there. Okay.
Oh, I'm sure it's out there.
Let's get into the news.
Alrighty.
U.S. sea levels will rise rapidly in the next 30 years, a new report shows. Report shows an alarming forecast for the U.S. Sea levels will rise as much in the next 30 years as they did in the past 100, increasing the frequency of the high tide flooding, pushing storm surge to the extreme, and inundating vulnerable coastal infrastructure with salt water. The interagency report led by the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration shows how scientists are increasingly confident the U.S. coast will see another 10 to 12 inches of sea level rise by 2050.
Oh, my God. That's a lot.
That like legit got me. I was like, oh, shit.
Oh, God. Does this mean I have to learn how to swim? Oh.
Yo, I was trying to buy a little, beach house in
Why would you do it?
Miami.
Don't worry. Just buy the house where you are. It'll become beach.
Beach coming to East New York, baby. Yeah, let's do this.
Beach will find its way up there.
Yo, I found my dream house is right off of the beach in Brooklyn.
Mm-hmm.
It's 2.5 M's, right? Mm-hmm. And it's in the town right next to Coney Island, this private town.
Okay.
But I also feel whoever's selling it, he lowered the price 2 times. So I'm thinking, he running from the water now.
Yeah, he sure is.
Yeah. He adjusting that listing while throwing out buckets right now. He got scared that last rainstorm or something. But yeah, stuff like this got me shook daddy.
If you are watching the video, by the way, right now my cat is trying to destroy everything. If all of a sudden my light moved and my mic is shaking, this cat has just jumped on the table and she is trying to destroy everything. Sorry for the aside, listeners, but
no, I mean you can't blame your cat. Last week we recorded at midnight,
right? And this week
this week we back to normal. She don't know what's going on.
Exactly. And my roommate's home now in the middle of the day during the week. She has been confused all day. So yeah,
the system is haywire.
Yeah,
you set a standard for that poor kid.
Yeah,
okay?
I'm so sorry. I'm sorry, Lucinda. You're right.
But yeah, I've always wanted to end it off by the water.
Mm-hmm.
And this is kind of scaring me a little bit.
Well,
yeah, let's get Midland right here. We gotta make Idaho pop off.
Oh, that's too far north. I don't want to be by the water and cold. I don't want that.
Okay, what do you think is a good Midland? Is Nebraska middle? I don't know how this country works geography wise. I don't know any of that.
Okay,
I don't know what's in the middle.
So you want to be out by the west?
I want it to be by the bay, but if you're telling me the world gonna sink underwater, we could go somewhere else. I just want to decide it with all the cool people, so we good.
Okay,
together.
Well, I imagine I'm thinking Midwest is what's going to happen, but there are already a lot of where there are a lot of plains, just lots of land, right? I imagine the East Coast is just going to slowly wash away, and then there are going to be the Appalachian Mountains. So, do you want a mountain home with the beach right at your feet? It's a lot, actually, now that I think about it. You gotta...
Yo, I legit don't know any of these states. Okay.
Okay,
I could do Wichita.
That's a city.
Right? That's in Kansas,
right? Yeah.
That's dead middle.
Okay, so you're willing to do Wichita.
Right? That eliminates... The water can't get to you there.
Well, yeah, that's true. I guess it would have to get past that part of the Appalachian Mountains to get to you. So, yeah, if you're trying to be landlocked, those might be your areas. But you will also run the risk of legit twisters.
God damn. Yo.
Yeah, straight up cyclones, like Wizard of Oz style. That'll pick up.
Nah, that's not my life.
Okay, yeah, so that's what's going to happen there.
Okay, yeah, let's
that's
skip
literally
that.
Where Dorothy was from. It was in Kansas.
All right, I'm gonna skip that. Okay,
so I don't know. I don't know if you want to wait for the water to get there and then whip all of that up, because then that's just, I don't know, man. I say just wait it out.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you might. I don't know about the beach stuff like that. Yeah, you may just have to live close to the beach, but not on the beach.
Okay. I like the idea, just walking out and I'm in the beach.
Yeah. You might have to go. Maybe you just have to walk out and down a few. And then you're on the beach. That might be how you got to close it out.
That's why I fell in love with that place, because it was yeah, I get to be like on the beach when it's hot, but I'm still Brooklyn, you know? And then like, so I'm assuming like I could walk to a corner store, you know, like that's wild.
Okay. I feel like if you were paying
all the other beach places, you lose that.
$2-something million for a house. I don't know if a corner store is implied or not.
Fair.
Even if it is like, Brooklyn.
Man.
You may have to look, if it comes down to your dream of being able like to have a peaceful, closing out of your life, autumn of your years, in a beach setting where it's peaceful and relaxing and you feel at one with the world and very calm and everything. Or you either get that or you get a corner store.
Yeah.
What's it going to be for you?
Why I got to pick?
I know, but what if you have to? What would it be?
I would want the corner store 70-30 in that scenario.
Okay.
But I might end up beach because Gabby's like 90-10 beach. So like I could be pretty happy beach and Gabby's very happy beach.
Right.
Whereas I could be pretty happy corner store, Gabby's mad.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I that's not worth the trade-off to me.
Okay.
Cause I want this is my vision, right? I want a very select things. I want to be in Brooklyn. I want it to be like ideally like relatively close to where shit is still popping in terms of like bar life, shows, culture. Beach. That's why I like that beach area. And I want to be able to buy season tickets to the Nets. Okay, now I'm willing to make some concessions. Okay. I don't need to be Spike Lee. My season tickets could be in the rafters.
Right.
Like I could be $20 tickets all day.
Right.
I'd actually kind of prefer that. I want to be famous enough that like everyone's like, yo, why you up here? But still be up there.
Right.
I definitely want to be up there. I think that's part of the cool.
Okay.
I want to be like whatever the last row is in Brooklyn in Barclays. I want that one. I'm willing to walk 4 blocks total for the corner store or the beach. Either way.
Okay. All right.
So like the corner store could be 4 blocks away. The beach got to be like in my yard, or the other way around. Like I gotta like live above the corner store. Beach is 4 blocks away.
Okay.
Either one cool.
Right.
Or 2 and 2.
But not 4 and 4.
Yeah, 4 and 4. You wildin'. That's too much.
What if it's 4 blocks to the beach or 4 blocks to the corner store? You're not going to do it.
Either or, like if they're both and I can't do that. That's too much. That's not retirement no more. You know what I mean? At that point,
well, nothing you said is retirement. You're also going to be an old man climbing to the rafters for the.
I gotta get my steps in, shot. Okay, that's how I get my flights. They count steps and flights. I get 10,000 steps in going to the beach. And I get the 5 flights. 2.5 up, 2.5 down.
Okay.
I gotta be healthy. I'm sitting down 2.5 hours watching the Nets play. Okay.
All right. I hope the Nets are still in Brooklyn. What do you do if they move back to?
Nah, they're not going nowhere.
You don't think so?
At least, I think they got that rustic garden thing they built there. It's got at least 30 years.
The garden might, but do you think the Nets do?
The Nets is there. They ain't going nowhere, shot.
Okay.
30-year run right there.
All right.
That's the vision.
That's the vision.
That's the vision.
Okay.
I'm going to be that dude. I'm going to be Brooklyn's Spike Lee, but from the dome. I'm going to post up a lot of pictures of me
but Spike Lee is Brooklyn's Spike Lee.
but he's at the Garden. You know what I mean?
Okay. All right.
So, he repped the Knicks.
All right. Gotcha.
With the Nets. That's it.
Okay.
I think that works. That's my vision.
All right. Well, I mean, that's good for you. That's good for you to have a vision.
You gotta have dreams, Shaq. Yeah. I got dreams.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't even think I've thought about it. I know I haven't thought about it that deep. I've not thought about the future in any way, in that way, where I want to end up or anything like that. It's all like, ooh. So
I got your vision, Sha.
Do you?
Yup, this is it right here. Right. So first off, most people dream of a closet with shoes. You gonna have a closet with glasses. Boom, 100 frames minimum. 10 frames I can't tell apart, but you can, and that's what matters.
Right, sure.
Okay? So that's the first part. Second, you got a townhouse in ATL, right? It's connected to one other townhouse only, right? But that's your sister's townhouse. Neither of you necessarily live there full time.
Right.
But y'all both own it. And it's like kind of like a flex.
Okay.
You know, like, yeah, we own some shit together, but we actually like, she travels. You come to New York for shows, you go to LA for shows, but y'all meet up there, family functions at the townhouses.
Right.
You know, joint backyard, crazy barbecue game. You know, but you ain't grilling. You hiring out. You bringing someone in to do the grill.
That's good. That's good.
Part of the flex. You know? And like, I already see, like, when I come down for the barbecues, and you go, and I'm gonna be like, yo, this is crazy. And I'm like, I know I could afford the barbecue chef because I don't live in Brooklyn like you, Gastor. And I'll be like, true, that's real. I can't front. You know? You come up to New York for shows. Once every 3 years, I convince you to go to a Nets game, and you're like, never again. Too many steps. You know, good retirement shot.
That's true. That's true. My knees probably won't let me. I mean, outside of having a cat for indoors and a pit bull for outside, that's about it, really.
Yeah. Oh, and I see you reupholstering your current chair. Like, you're gonna get really modern new furniture. It's gonna be fire, but one chair from your current place comes with you everywhere.
Yeah.
You don't own it on your own. You're a sharp investor. You gotta spread out your money. But I feel like you own 5% of whatever your favorite mattress company is. I see whole vision, Sean.
Wow,
I'm telling you.
Wow. Well,
let me know if you want help with the vision board.
Sure,
I
absolutely.
Put some crazy shit on there for you.
Also, Zenus mattresses, I'm coming for you. You make a good, reasonably priced mattress. That's Zenus mattress, ZINUS.
5% owned by Shy.
This is not a sponsored. This is not SponCon, but
nope.
If you
this ain't a sponsor, this is a threat.
Yeah.
Okay, we coming for y'all.
Yeah, if you need a mattress. Wait until I say I'm on the board. And then strike.
In other news, fellow Dream Board achiever, Justin Bieber, almost single-handedly turned around Tim Hortons. Tim Hortons is singing Justin Bieber's praises Tuesday because his line of donuts just turned around the Canadian restaurant's fortunes. Canadian coffee chain's parent company, Restaurant Brands International, reported that sales rose 10.3% as stores at least a year in the fourth quarter of 2021. That reversed an 11% decline from the same quarter a year ago. In November of 2021, Tim Hortons jumped on the celebrity meal bandwagon to help boost its bottom line. It needed star power because sales had been sagging at chains because people were working from home. And apparently, Mr. Justin Bieber presented a limited time donut whole line called Tim Biebs Timbits.
Tim Biebs Timbits.
Yep, Tim Biebs Timbits.
Oh boy, that's a mouthful.
A collection. Yeah, how do you order that?
Give me the Justin Bieber ones.
Yeah,
that's how you order it. You can call it whatever you want. I'm gonna call it the Justin Bieber ones.
The TTs.
Yeah, give me the TTs.
The collection consisted of 3 donut flavors that was created by Bieber, including chocolate white fudge, sour cream, chocolate chip, and birthday cake waffle, as well as branded merch.
Ugh.
Yeah, that sounds terrible, B.
Yuck.
You wilding out right here. There's certain things that, like, just because they're good on their own, you don't put them together, you know?
I don't know about a birthday cake. First off, birthday cake is such a weird, it's just cake. It's cake. It's cake. It's yellow cake with white frosting, basically, is what birthday cake is. And then I guess you can add sprinkles. It's all about the decoration, but the flavor is cake. So it's just a sweet cake waffle, which I mean is fine, I guess, if that's what you want. But then that just really is a cake. It's just a cake. It's all a cake. It's just a cake with waffle divots. I don't know. And chocolate white fudge is, I mean, I don't know what that tastes like, but I feel like we already know what that tastes like, right? Mm-hmm. Sour cream chocolate chip.
Yeah, you wild.
I'm kicking you to the sun. Get out of here with this. That doesn't even. How did that accidentally happen? How high were you?
And the thing is, like, when I read it, I felt like every 3 words of the 4 would make a good thing.
Right.
And the 4th thing makes it wrong.
Right.
You know? Like, cream chocolate chip? Yeah, I could see that, you know? Sour cream chip? Cool. I can get with that, you know? I kept looking. I'm like, yeah, all these other combinations make sense. Why did you add the 4th thing?
Yeah.
Come on, Justin. But apparently this is what Canadians are into. You know, props to you for saving their business and their disturbing takes. You know, I don't get it.
I mean, look, Canadians especially, Tim Hortons is a big thing. It's a big deal. It is, you know, like the Starbucksy, Dunkin' Donutsy element. Okay. That's what it is in Canada, basically. Okay. So it is, and so that it lost so much revenue because people weren't traveling and going anyplace and needing their coffee. That's how you can tell it was a big thing, because it was so much of people's lives that people staying home, the whole thing fell apart. That's wild. And also a little wild that Bieber was able to be like, but what if I made cake in waffle form? And folks were like, yeah, I'll leave the house for that. Maybe I just don't understand Canada at all.
Not one bit. You know what I mean?
That is highly possible.
I'm only willing to like respect this company's decisions because they own Popeyes. You know, so whatever you doing is working there. Okay, I'm willing to trust your gambles.
Right? Yeah, I guess.
Shouts to Restaurant Brands International. Keep doing what y'all doing.
Yeah. I mean, although I don't
gotta root for the little guy.
I still understand why Popeyes doesn't have a chicken biscuit, but it's okay. It's all right. It's fine.
It's fair. It's fair.
That's fine. That's okay.
Fair critique, Popeyes.
I'll just hack my own.
Kathleen Rice becomes the 30th House Democrat to not seek re-election in 2022. New York Representative Kathleen Rice announced on Tuesday she will not seek re-election this fall, the latest in a string of Democratic members of Congress who have decided to retire or seek another office in a challenging political environment. Rice noted her background as a Nassau County prosecutor and district attorney in her statement. I entered public service 30 years ago and never left. I have always believed that holding political office is neither a destiny nor a right. As elected officials, we must give all we have and then know when it's time to allow others to serve.
Okay. I do see here, after Rice's decision not to seek re-election, the National Republican Congressional Committee tweeted that vulnerable House Democrats, quote, should do the same before they lose in November, end quote. Hey, man, we got to beat these motherfuckers because I don't like them taunting.
Real talk, man. I ain't talking shit.
Y'all talking shit and not doing anything for us. I mean, Democrats aren't doing anything either, but at least they're pretending. I mean, pretend. Let's play a little.
That's it.
You know, at least they're doing the dance with us. Y'all ain't even doing the dance.
Come on, it's a little shimmy.
Just something, you know?
A little shimmy, man.
All right. So look, I don't want to put odds on what any of this means because that's what whole cable news television hours do, of just like picking names out of what about this person and maybe that, you know, I can't play that game, but is she going to run for like a local thing, you think? Or is she going to, I don't know anything about this lady. I don't know anything about any of the politicians anymore.
Yeah.
Oh, is she just going to be with her family?
I think she kicks it for 2 years.
And then goes
and then come
else.
Back strong with some new shit.
Yeah, I feel like once you have a little touch of political power and you leave without any sort of like people chasing you with torches or being like, then I feel like after a while you come back like, what if I just ran the school board and you run it like it's the Congress? You know what I mean? Like you can't just stand down and be like a person unless you truly hated the job. Unless you truly hated politics. But if you didn't hate it, but you're just like, I feel like maybe what I'm doing is not, like, I wonder why she left. I know she said that she's just like, it's time to recognize when it's time to step down. And I wonder who's in the works to step up. You know what I mean? Is there like some progressive young person? Is this going to be a huge? I didn't realize 30 Democrats were like, nah, I don't feel like doing it. But I get it.
Yeah, it's scary a little bit.
I mean, this has been rough. But I wonder if there are just like young people in the wings who are just like, I'm here, I'm ready to do it. Let's go.
Let's get out there, yo.
Or if she really does just want to sleep for a couple of years and then come back and just really strong arm the PTA or whatever.
Yeah, I'm running for PTA president next year. Let's do this. Okay.
I don't know if they're ready, Gastor. You have a lot of ideas, and I don't know. I don't know how a school would take them.
Yo, my son's principal tried to get me to be involved with that. Cause he I just think he likes talking to me.
Mm-hmm.
Like he 5 years older than me. So like, I don't think he understands that like, just cause we like basketball doesn't mean that like, I'd be a good idea.
Right.
For this.
Right.
Like we could talk shit about Kevin Durant and, the Kyrie Irving right while my son comes out of class,
mm-hmm.
So I'm going to be great for that part of the convo.
Right.
But I don't know if you want me on the board, that like I get reckless out there. I got nothing to lose,
He probably wants you on the board so he can continue to talk about basketball while ignoring what everybody else is deciding to do.
I'm going to run 1 year. Watch.
Oh, boy.
It's going to be wild.
It is. It is.
I'm going to see which kid is more into the idea, and I'm going to run at their school.
At the one that doesn't want you to, or the one that does?
No, the one that does.
Okay.
I ain't like a jerk,
Okay,
I need,
that's sweet.
I'll put it in like, hey, yo, would you be all right if I did this? And then I'll run it. But yeah, I think I should ask first.
Yeah,
and this is the only time I think I could do it. I think high school is a little weird. Like if you're on a PTA in high school, I think that's extra rude.
You do, but you gotta have it.
I get it, but like I feel like that's more because like high school is the first time I really feel like the space is yours, like because of clubs and shit.
Right.
So like I do want to like kind of like, yo, yeah, you got this. Do you?
Mm-hmm.
Whereas like junior high is like the last time I still feel like
you should have some say in what's happening.
I should have a lot more say. Like high school, I'm letting them pick it, being real. Like outside of like, yo, I can't afford that. If you want to go there, you go there. So it's the last like decision that I'll have a little bit of say, but it's theirs. But junior high, I think I'm in it. So I want, what if I want to do some wild shit at the school, I could do that now.
Right.
I'm not going, even I'll feel guilty if I make some crazy change and they in the high school.
Okay. Yeah. That makes sense. That makes sense. I mean, I understand what you mean by high school feeling a little more. I mean, that's really when kids are really trying to come into their own.
Yeah. I think you need that.
Without some of the awkwardness. And teenagers are really facing like bigger issues than we give them credit for.
Yeah.
And having to be able to process all of that. And I mean, it does, when I think about it, it does seem weird that there would be a PTA for high school, even though I'm sure there is. And that's how, they decide how long my skirt can be, or, you know what I mean? Like those are I feel like though, when I encountered parents in high school, like taking part in something, it's because of a particular group. So it wasn't like the PTA was all up in our faces, but I was on drill team, so there might be a parent or two there, but mostly because the drill team performed with the marching band, there were a lot more parents in the marching band kind of situation. And that, you know what I mean? Like band parents and orchestra parents and that kind of, you know what I mean? Like that, those
I think that's different. I like that.
Football parents and soccer parents and stuff. But ones that, where you got to spend some money. But otherwise, I don't know. I'd feel weird about it, I would guess. But I also know it must happen.
It has to exist.
Yeah.
There's too many decisions to get made where you want, as a parent, would want input.
Right.
But I also think parents acknowledge that it is weird if I'm still the same level of involved here as I was, the first 8 years.
Yeah, because suddenly your kid is like, please get out of here. Why are you at my school every day?
Yeah, this is wild, B.
Yeah, and you're like, oh, I thought you loved it, but they don't.
Nah, want you to drop them off a block away.
Exactly.
Okay? Yeah, that's the energy.
Yeah.
Finally, a Durare drawing bought for $30 at a yard sale is worth more than $10 million. That's right. A 16th century drawing by one of the key figures of the German Renaissance has been valued in excess of $10 million after it was initially purchased at a yard sale for just over $30 in 2017. According to Agnes Gallery, the London auction house in possession of the artwork, Albrecht Dürer, who died in 1528, is regarded as both the greatest German artist of his time and as one of the most important artists and intellectuals of the European Renaissance. The drawing that has been rediscovered is titled The Virgin and the Child. As Durer's career and legacy has been studied in depth since his death, it is extremely rare to find unknown works of his. And Agnes said in the press release that this drawing has been the subject of significant interest since its rediscovery.
I got to start going back to yard sales.
Real talk, yo, this is fire.
But I don't think I would have bought it. Everything that I like at yard sales or thrift stores is clearly made by a child in 75. Just trying to figure out needlepoint or just getting their way around color by numbers. That's usually
that's kind of dope.
Yeah, it is kind of dope, but it's not in excess of $10 million dope.
I actually just saw my boy at a meeting before this. He showed me a mug he bought at a yard sale that was initially it looked like somebody first learning how to make mugs, right? But it actually it structurally was brilliant. He said it was a mug called the mustache mug, where half of the mug is lower, the lip is lower. So when you drink, the top part of the circle doesn't touch your face. Only the bottom when you're drinking, so you don't get a milk mustache, for example, when you're drinking.
Okay.
Yeah. And then on top of that, the handle where you put your fingers is wider in one side and thinner in the other, so that it has more space going in, but it has more friction in the side that you're holding the grip. So ergonomically, the mug was brilliant. And he's like, yeah, the lady says she made it in a class. And she made a ton of these things, but they're ergonomically cool.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's kind of cool. I'm looking them up now to look at them. That's neat.
Yeah. I dig it. I thought it's an interesting play on mugs.
Right. And I mean, someone should think about the mustaches when it comes to drinking out of a mug.
Yeah.
Yeah. I miss going to thrift stores and bringing home a bunch of shit so much. I have to, that was my existence. And I had to really tone it down, especially here in New York, because I'm pretty sure all of the thrift stores, if there are any here, have been severely picked over, is one thing, because we're in this city and everybody's trying to do something weird. So but I have thought, I could rent a car and maybe just drive out to cities in Jersey and go to their thrift stores and come back with some good stuff. I bet you just got to go outside of the big cities and go to smaller places and come back with all kinds of weird little things.
I mean, this is you sound like Gary Vaynerchuk right now.
Who?
That's his whole thing.
Who?
Gary Vaynerchuk. He's one of those social media guys. It's you got to outwork everybody and buy NFTs and believe in yourself. And I sleep 6 hours a day.
But about thrift stores?
Well, that's his thing. He's he says the initial hustle, if you got no money, what you should be doing is going to thrift stores and yard sales and doing that every weekend and becoming an expert in that market so that you could buy stuff and then resell it for their appropriate price on eBay.
Well, there is that, but that is not why I would go. I would go just so I would have cool shit. Like, I'm not,
Fair.
You know what I mean? I'm not trying to make, nothing is a hustle with me. I think I can. That's merch, but
yeah, I was about to say, that's just hot, yo.
Nothing is a hustle with me. So I'm rarely, if ever, going into things trying to figure out how do I make money off of this, right? I am looking for cool shit so that when I allow you into my space, you see just how cool I am. You see what I mean? All my moves are insular. Yeah. They're not for me to collect money. Because, if I get more money, I'm just going to buy more cool shit. It's not, I just want to have the cool shit. That's it. I'm not trying to necessarily sell it for money because I don't have the patience for flipping things and I just want to acquire. I acquire, but I'm not, it's in a way like a real, haughty place to be. You know what I mean? Like there's that hustling, like down on the ground, like, yeah, I'm gonna flip this and we're gonna release the birds and put the packs and all that other ounces and shit. I don't know what that means, but
yo, low key though, you said a real hustle bar there though. I don't hustle, I acquire. That's some Jay-Z shit, yo. That's fire.
That's where I am. I don't necessarily feel above it. I appreciate those who do it. But what I'm trying to do is get shit that I like and bring it and have it. And have it. That's what I want. I just want to have the things. And I'm lucky in that what I like is weird stuff from, 60s, 70s, maybe some 80s stuff, I'm lucky in that at the time that I was going to thrift stores, I liked that kind of aesthetic and that's what was popping. But I'm not trying to, I'm not a hustler. This is for me. I'm buying for me.
Yo.
So.
If you would like for Shalewa to drop this rap album already, because those were bars. I don't care what y'all say. I don't hustle, I acquire. Okay? God. That's the merch. There's so much. She dropped like 4 merch lines. I know.
I'm trying to remember. What did I just say?
I'm not a hustle.
Nothing about me is
a hustle. Okay. I don't hustle. I acquire. Okay. It was another one too. I'm trying to remember. Was it?
Oh God! When you go back to prepare this for posting, write them down and send them to me.
Heat. There was some heat in there, yo. Real talk. I was like, oh, like I know she's trying to tell me not to get hyped, but I'm getting hyped. Like the whole time I was like, hell yeah. I'm doing all this shit.
It's a different thing, I don't know. I'm not trying.
Like, even the last shit, he was like, yeah, I appreciate y'all to do it, but I do it for me.
Yeah.
I'm like, hell yeah.
I'm not, that's not what I'm here for. I'm here. It's more of a, I guess, I'm more of a quiet stunt.
Keep talking your shit, Sha. Okay?
I am an acquired stunt and I'm a quiet stunt. That's what I am.
God damn. Come on, B. Come on. Yo, if I play that slow, tell me you don't think that's Jay. Okay? I just drop it to like 1 octave and you like, oh shit.
No, it's Jay. You don't have to drop it that much, isn't it? That's already his range.
That's it. 444 album right there. You know what I mean? This is post I cheated on Beyonce Jay.
Yeah.
Right there. Dropping that heat. If you would like for the Jay Shalewa collab to drop finally, all you gotta do is like and subscribe to the show, baby. You know what I mean? 4 stars, you heard the bars, but you weren't motivated. You ain't living this life. Okay? But for the Apple and Spotify listeners that are giving us 5 stars, you live in that life. Okay?
God bless you.
You don't just hustle, you acquire. Okay? We're trying to acquire 5 stars.
So just give them to us. Why do we have to keep asking? Whoa. Just give us the stars.
If you have any articles you'd like us to cover, please DM us directly on Twitter or Instagram at Silky Jumbo or at Gastor Almonte. With all that said, my name is the new hustler and acquirer, Gastor Almonte. Always with the prolific hustling and acquiring, Shalewa Sharpe. This has been a bonus episode of the War Report. Catch y'all next time. Peace.